What you know about foodborne illness. Foodborne illness, also called foodborne disease. Any sickness that is caused by the consumption of foods or beverages that are contaminated with certain infectious or non-infectious agents. Foodborne illness is a common, costly, sometimes life-threatening, largely preventable public health problem. Foodborne illness is a preventable public health challenge that cause an estimated 48 million illnesses and 3,000 deaths each year. It is an illness that comes from eating contaminated food. Everyone is at risk for getting a foodborne illness. Some people are at greater risk for experiencing a more serious illness or even death should they get a foodborne illness. The onset of symptoms may occur within minutes to weeks and often presents itself as flu-like symptoms. Ill person may experience symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or fever. Because the symptoms are often flu-like, many people may not recognize that the illness is caused by harmful bacteria or other pathogens in food. Microorganisms may be present on food products when you purchase them. For example, plastic wrapped boneless chicken and ground meat were once part of live chicken or cattle. Raw meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs are not sterile. Neither is fresh produce such as lettuce, tomatoes, and melons. Thousands of types of bacteria are naturally present in our environment. Microorganisms that cause disease are called pathogens. When certain pathogens enter the food supply, they can cause foodborne illness. Not all the bacteria cause disease in humans. For example, some bacteria are very useful and beneficial in making the cheese and yogurt. Foods including such as safely cooked and ready to eat foods can become cross-contaminated with the pathogens transferred from raw egg and raw meat, poultry, seafood products and juices, other contaminated products or from food handlers with poor personal hygiene. Most causes of foodborne illness can be prevented with proper cooking or processing of food to destroy the pathogens. Foodborne illness can affect anyone who eats contaminated food. Certain populations are more susceptible to becoming ill with a greater severity of illness. These populations include infants, children, elder individuals, pregnant women, people taking certain kind of medications are immune suppressed, such as cancer patients and diabetic patients. To prevent the foodborne illness, it is very necessary to understand how food becomes unsafe to eat and what proactive measures can be taken to keep food safe. There are many causes of foodborne illness. There will be many versatile reasons for causing the foodborne illnesses. But the basic categories are fall in three categories. First is biological hazards. Biological hazards are the major causes of the foodborne illnesses, which include bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Bacteria and viruses are responsible for most of the foodborne illnesses. Biological hazards are the biggest threat to food safety. They can be inherent in the product or due to the mishandling, for example, time and temperature. Some of these are pathogens or may produce toxins. A pathogenic microorganism cause disease and can vary in the degree of severity. Example of biological hazards include Salmonella, E. coli, and Clostridium botulinum. Next is chemical hazards. Chemical hazards include natural toxins and chemical contaminants. Some natural toxins are associated with the food itself. For example, certain mushrooms. Some are made by the pathogens in the food when it is time and temperature abused. For example, histamine development in certain seafood species. Some additives such as sulfides can be a hazard to some people. Chemical contamination can occur when products are not used correctly, that is, cleaners. Chemical hazards vary in the aspect of production they are related to. Some potential chemical hazards could be prior to a processor receiving product, such as improper use of pesticides or antimicrobial residues. Others could be chemicals used on processing equipment, such as oil used on the equipment or sanitizers. Other potential chemical hazards may include substances that are safe and used in processing at certain level but can cause illness or injury if consumed at too high concentration, such as sodium nitrite antimicrobial solutions used in the intervention steps. Physical hazards include metal shavings from cans, plastic pieces, or broken glasses. Physical hazards include objects. These are basically the objects that are hard or sharp, such as metal, plastic, stones, glass, pits, wood, and even pieces of bones. Physical hazards can lead to the injuries, such as choking, cuts, or broken teeth. some foreign material in the food product may not be a physical hazard, but rather an undesirable foreign material, such as hair, sand,